for it.
All right. So yeah. So if you want to start, but anyways, I said let's go down the road, right? Say black people were to get reparations in this country, or Jamaica, or the Caribbean, pick somewhere. The fact that more than 90% of black people are financially illiterate, what do you think the money? Let's say, after they done the divide of how much trillion, them are go pump back into black people, and by then them done divide it up on, the descendants of man for every black child, black person, black man, whatever. Let's say when the trillions were divided up and split up, every black person got in the U.S. $20,000 per person per household. You understand me? So for some people have all 9 kids, if you do the maths, we're talking, hundreds of thousands. You feel me? Some people
Yeah.
are in the millions. Let's go that far. Millions. For those people who do not know how to spend, invest, or fucking how money works, what do you think they're going to do? Because this is the same. This is going to be the same fate for Jamaica. Guess what I'm going to do? Take a while, guess. Because me use when I use what happened when the pandemic happened and they got them stimulus checks. What do you think people did with the stimulus checks? There was a line around the Gucci store, sir. They made a song about that shit. Line around the Gucci. During the pandemic when people are dead for fucking hungry and then when people can't pay them fucking bills in the bro. People were more concerned about looking fucking fly than taking care of their necessities. You know how many people got put out once the economy finally stabilized? California, people got put out so much that them don't even broadcast that shit on the news no more. Well, I would even call in Florida, California. I'm not sure how bad it got. People got put out in record numbers because nobody not pay them bills. Everybody wanted to look fly. Shit. The PPP loan, right? Black people literally waste enough time to go spend $150 to get an LLC and get a bag of documentation. This is fraud, me I talk about, bro. This is all fraud. This is nothing legal. This is fraud because that loan was for actual legitimate businesses that needed help. Not a handout, bro. Help. And people went out of them way and get out 20,000, 50,000, 100 and odd, 200 odd thousand. Mark you, three-quarter of them people that don't have no use for the money. So one guy went ahead and bought a Ferrari, one bought a house, and these people forget, like say, I don't know, the government don't have a record of everybody who took out the loan. So when them ask back for the money, you can't find it. You are blacklisted, and then you fall into a category I like to call indentured servitude, where if you owe the government for anything else, whether it be food stamps, welfare, pick something, you are automatically struck from those. If the welfare and the food stamps was keeping you afloat, oh yeah. So not only do you don't get the government help anymore, you still have to pay off the government help. You're blacklisted for it. You can't get a loan. Nobody, yo. And I'm like, wow. Like, did people not think there would be a repercussion for frauding the government? Why when I'm only hear about money, it motivates them to do the wrong, but when the consequence come, everybody a ball and say this is unfair. Make that shit make sense, son. Swear, make that shit make sense. I'm not sure nobody want to say how you are going to capitalize on a bad situation and expect there will be no consequence at the end of the fuckery you just do. They ask everybody that question. You understand me? And hello, what? And it bothers me. So I'm gonna say to everybody, say, yo, I don't believe nobody owes me nothing. Nobody's ever owed me anything. Everything I ever achieved in my life, I had to work for it. Never ask nobody for no goddamn handout. That's life. But this mindset that I need help, I need help, this perpetual child, I need help. This is, but what else?
I got stuff in here.
Okay.
That's what I can't bring.
Let's even put it to a stretch.
Mhm.
Okay,
No,
you need help.
I
You need
had
help for 25 years of your life.
Yes,
You
sir.
need help for 30 years of your life.
Mhm.
You need help for 45 years of your life. When does it?
Sir, have, you have Jamaicans in the garrison who can leave the garrison, but this whole the government owes me something mentality has kept them in the garrisons for
The
their entire
garrison,
lives.
the
We're
garrison was
talking
going
about
to kill me,
hold
and
on,
the
minute,
garrison is where I'm going to be buried. I'm like, okay.
of course, yeah, of course, and they taught their children the same way to look at things. Somebody owes you something. So you heard they really need me for all of this.
I told you I had to bring these too.
Honey, honey, look this way.
Honey, you are a man. I just need.
Look, just look.
Okay.
You ain't even looking. Alright, whatever.
I'm trying to say white.
Like paper.
Okay, so just bring it. That's what I need. You and just bring it.
Oh, you are something else. Woman, you are something else. Love you too. What? Yeah. Yes, sir? You know what? You not draw me out tonight, so. You hear me, Yankee? You not draw me out tonight. You hear Yankee? You not draw me out tonight. Anywho, sorry about that. Yeah, but the precedence that somebody owes black people something is what
Yeah.
Russian say. Because I'm black, somebody owes me something. I'm come here and witness Haitian, come off the boat. Nah, nothing. Work together, create a little business, and then them branch off of the little business. Somebody else brings something new to the business, make the business better, then branch off and do something different. Before you know it, from that one business where everybody contributes, like everybody. So it takes a minute or two, but as you blink, the Haitians them have like 5 different companies, and one hand wash the other, and so that's how it work. Well, like me say, everybody I watch everybody in a Black America. Everybody I watch everybody at Jamaica. Everybody I watch everybody at Bomba Clock in the Caribbean. This is why Jamaica, this is why the rest of the place now move forward. This is why Jamaica has been in the same fucking position for the last, how much years now? 50 odd years, 60 odd years now? Jamaica has.
I said they've been in the position since the so-called independence.
Exactly. I'm going to say, hold on, and somebody said it, and someone took offense. What the guy wasn't lying. He said Jamaica hasn't seen any real growth since independent, since
Yeah,
1960
yeah.
fucking 4. Jamaica hasn't seen any growth.
You know, it's funny.
But you know,
I
if I say
don't
that, you're not
particularly have
supposed to
anything
say that.
against other Caribbean countries because, in my opinion, they're in the same boat as us. But
Of course they are.
if someone speaks facts, I don't see. Then again, Twitter is a
Mm.
cesspool of
Oh
dumbasses
yeah.
who
I can't
think
wait
their
till
feelings.
sir, my boy start get rid of the crosses them too. Hallelujah. Elon must finally get rid of them crosses there. But anyhow, moving forward.
Yeah.
Continue.
I mean, the guy makes some point. The man say, yo, when I shit on Rihanna being a national hero, half a phone a national hero, them don't exist. And I mean, if you really think about it, we
Hold on
were
there.
told
Who had the audacity to shit on Rihanna for being a national hero?
Jamaicans, because Jamaicans have no sense.
Oh my God, Bob Marley should be a blood clot national hero from Wappy kill fucking Philip, and yet everybody just sit there and cover. Well, the government, bitch. If Uno as a people and blood clot declare that shit, that would have been happening long fucking time. We have a bunch of fucking people who we don't even know, and yet them are still national hero. Tell me what Busta Man to do for deserve being a national hero. Please, somebody enlighten me. Please, I'm waiting.
The only
Come
ones,
fucking jumping.
the only ones that you thought were actual candidates to be national heroes, and you find out say, oh, them are not that Paul, their name are not even that their actual name. It just leaves so much sus things, and you just wonder say, oh, what really is true about Jamaican history?
Thank you very much, sir. And this well, Anna, and then we have people that represented Jamaica to the fullest. Bob Marley, Miss Lou, and the list Jimmy Cliff, Oliver Samuel, Usain Bolt. These people should have been fucking acknowledged as heroes and national icons the right way. You know how that shit pissed me off? You know how that shit made my blood boil? This bunch of fucking dead people who don't even fucking know nothing much about. If we don't read a history, and then upon top right now. Jamaica till this very day. On Jamaica's books, you know. Not English book, not England's book, you know. On Jamaica's books. Marcus Mosiah Garvey, the first national hero of Jamaica, is still viewed as a criminal to this very day.
Aren't all the national heroes bar Mr. Bustaman viewed as criminals though? As them proclaim, as if I remember correctly, I might be getting my facts a bit twisted, but did they not hang Paul Bogle in the square?
Yes, they did.
Didn't they shoot Sham Sharp in a Bobby Square right there, so if I recall?
Yes, they did.
No, not in that square. They shoot him in the courthouse. Yes.
In front of the courthouse. But my you know, these are the things I'm confused about now.
So
I'm not saying their contribution isn't important.
No.
But I believe a few of them can. Well, I believe a few of them don't truly deserve the title of national hero.
Of course.
They don't. They really don't. And somebody can try and make a case for them. And I can rebuttal way bigger case. He said, nothing, you know, a good portion of who praise every day and every year, they don't deserve to be. George Washington Garden. George William Garden. William Garden? Yeah, William Garden. Yeah. George William Garden. Let's be real here. He's a mulatto, mixed Pitney. He used to write a few letters. He used to fight, or he advocated for Jamaica to get its independence from England. Me give him that one day. To be a national hero for that though. No. National icon. Me give him that. But not hero.
I mean what the ramifications of what he was striving for did get him killed in the end.
True.
And so did Sharp and Paul Bogle, because if I remember correctly, where the story go? Paul walked all the way from Morant B and put that section, and they hung him in the streets. But again, despite it being a national representation, Jamaica's independent, which Jamaica, well, we have some dumbasses in this country who are going to say we're independent. Independent of what?
Exactly.
What, the air that we breathe? Even that soon get by from we.
When someone say, how you call yourself independent when your military can't do a thing without the Queen's help? That's why everybody keep talking about repatriation and separate from the. You're mad, Jamaica not gonna do that. If Jamaica separate from the Queen, the military would have to be funded by the actual government.
And they don't want to do that.
Excuse me.
They actually feel greedy for one.
Excuse me.
And I'm waiting on your clothes.
Yeah, you can't wash without them. Man. It's just one pants and a marina, my dear. Anywho. It's just one. Anywho.
I don't know, it's just so impressive to just hear how illiterate Jamaicans are despite how educated they should be.
Sure. So we're the most educated idiots I've ever met. The most educated idiots I've ever met is my own man, my own Jamaican fellow Jamaicans. Sir, if I listen to a woman slaughter Jamaican men, Jamaican woman, call Jamaican man a class, and a man a user, and a man a manipulator, right? First you say all men, them I hit her with a simple question. They say, yo, so the man who married your daughter, isn't he the same thing? Isn't he a man? And this is probably the weakest rebuttal I've ever heard in my entire life. She says, them man, they don't even have a phone. So?
Huh? What?
Them man, they don't even have a phone.
What?
I'm like, okay. So
Right.
that, so that somehow,
I'm not going to lie.
I'm a brain,
There's some conversations I
second.
think that I should never pick up on when I'm walking. They say anytime, especially when it's a group of females. Because I don't know. There's just something about whenever I hear all men are dogs, or just something in my brain just trigger off, and I just have to correct the statement for some reason. Because here it's Saturday when I drive. Park up. You see me?
Mess with dogs. That's the correct statement.
And here when I female them. Say, whoa.
Yes, my dear. You remember the time?
She doesn't see the point in dating because, you know, all these men in this country, they just want the same thing. And I'm like, huh? I'm like, isn't that more of your fault for wanting the same kind of man, though? Sure, I think what time for us.
The truth is the truth. You don't like that? Well, speaking the truth.
Girl, truth must spit me out of how dare I? Who am I to say that? And I'm like, a man? That's who.
There you go. There you go.
Yo. No. I mean, we cannot get sidetracked, but it's just very funny that all these things correlate because it's the same concept. People expect to be given something without working for it. You expect a good man because, oh, you're a woman. That doesn't equate to you getting anything good. Neither does being a good person, really. No, it's always been a funny concept where people think just because they're inherently good means they deserve good things in life. If you haven't worked for it, what's the point? I will say this though, the nation of black women, specifically in America, are still celebrating, of course. You know exactly what I'm talking about, this Russia. But
no matter how them want to celebrate it,
truth be told, I couldn't care less because
same here.
All it proves is that we're going to see the same shit that has been going on.
It proved the man was right, and it proved the man was right, and then there's some hurt idiots. I'm sorry if that comes off wrong, but it's the truth. Because how on multiple occasions this man has made it very clear. I'm doing this because I see the problem with my own race. I am doing this because I love my race. I'm doing this. I've watched this man shut up people who want to talk on black issues, and he said no. They say you can listen, but this you can't really talk too hard and check people for what them about to say about him race. So this whole oh, he hates. So I'm like, no, you ninny. Have you heard this man talk to men? This man
Have they heard him talk to anybody in general?
went back to watch some of him. I went back to watch some of him videos when he talk to men, and I'm like,
He's
yeah, home slice
harsher
must
to
say.
he's harsher to the men than anybody else.
Yeah, but them not see it that way. And then, well, Anna, so I watched videos where from the woman answer the call, it's nothing but disrespect, nothing but being disrespectful to him, to men in general. And when the man finally check her, oh, you're so mean. Why are you so harsh? I'm like, did you not hear how she was behaving? So let me get this straight. If you believe in a one-directional violence, then if it must make sense because you talk about men like they're the scum
Objects.
of the earth. Yeah, scum of the earth to someone or wouldn't be even like. But yet, if you are being attacked, you'd want that same scum of the earth jump up and come defend it out. Well, that's a protect. Please,
Rather drink bleach.
thank you. And then,
I
that
told this to one of my friends in the car. She up on the bandwagon. Oh, she's on the fence of it, but she's still on it.
that's Sandra.
Because what was her comment again? Oh, sad to say that I didn't get to speak to him on his unnecessary opinions. Instead, I got me attack her. I say unnecessary opinions. That's a strong word coming from someone who didn't even know if they were straight or bisexual a few years ago.
Move your bumper, class.
I'm like,
Edwin.
it's so funny that you are so quick to judge him on his unnecessary opinion, yet at no point since we've had any conversation about him, you said what he said was wrong. You have a problem with how he's saying it. I say, fuck you and your feelings.
There you go.
Because if, let's say Kevin Samuels was soft-hearted and brought his message across like he was introduced in an episode of Teletubbies, we would all take this man for a joke.
Exactly.
Let's be real.
Well, Anna, one of his detractors, right? One of his critics, a woman by the name of Kendra G. Kendra G. She even went on a show, and the boss would try to explain, so yo, this whole sorry about that. This whole manifest. So sometimes y'all have to be realistic here. You know, realize that there'll be a time where you manifest and it won't happen. Because there's a time when manifestations do stop. You reach a certain age, and maybe honest with you, Kendra was talking all that good shit. That oh, she have money, she do the EV, the artificial insemination thing. And the man say, yo, you can do it. And remember, and I said it's like how much $1,000 per session? How much thousands of dollars, and there's no guarantee that it will work. But she was all on that. Do what you gotta do. Love yourself, and God will love you, and all that rubbish, And so, and then market. This woman also has her own program like Kevin, kind of the same. The only difference is she's a whole lot nicer to women and a whole lot sweeter, a whole lot. But then she still have to use the same talking points. Hey, yeah, up to me. Sorry about that. But yeah, Shafa use the same talking points as him. And Shafa say, yo, maybe I think you should really think about lowering your standards because normally men of that caliber not looking for women who already have kids and she try to be nice, and the woman them, some got super triggered, some just held on to in denial, and them say, well, someone is out there for me. Yo, say to me, say, good men out there who willing for date you because I don't have certain. I'm not feeling away. This is why I'm saying. She said, she not believe in woman say he has to have good character. So no. Because as long as the money factor is not met, them could kill if you have good character. Maybe if you have the height and the six pack, the money probably won't. Because you have women who will just sleep with you because you talk.
Yeah, because
That's
them
it.
artificial.
Mm-hmm.
They still live in a
Mm-hmm.
materialistic world.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's something that a lot of them don't want to confront. And I mean,
Mm-hmm.
despite
Mm-hmm.
it being literally written on their faces that yes, I like materialistic men too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They like
Mm-hmm.
to portray this aura that oh, they're all for the soul. And you know, it's a
Mm-hmm.
funny thing. Yeah, my brethren, Dunga,
Mm-hmm.
I thought the other day, and the man say, yo, my baby mother did decide that she want to leave me. She say, the man say, yo, make she go on. I say, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The man say, yeah, because if I really think
Uh-huh.
about it still. Him say he's not at the level that he wants us. This man showed me a picture of him when he
Uh-huh.
came about 20, 21.
Uh-huh.
Man was a 6'3" giant.
Mm.
Muscles over, look like Hercules' second son.
Hercules, Hercules.
Put on a little bit of weight, yes, but you can still see how the muscle is there, you see me?
Mm-hmm.
Little weight there.
Mm-hmm.
But the man say,
Yeah.
yo, he not fool himself because the man say him know say if he baby mother comes and ever find out when a man look cute and look tall, she comes and gone to him. And the man say him not have a problem with that because the man say, yo,
Mm-hmm.
women live in a materialistic world. They
Mm-hmm.
feel as if say everything will remain the same, not knowing say, yo, when you reach
Mm-hmm.
40, these things will become natural. It's just some people get them quicker. And I say, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if it's just me, but money has just never been a PR factor. I don't know if that's just a man
Mm-hmm.
thing, but women just seem to have this thing where if he isn't able to take care of me how I want, it's not going to work.
Mm-hmm.
You want. What? How you mean you want? This thing is supposed to be about two people. How you mean you want?
Mm-hmm.
What exactly is your needs? Buying a fake weave every week? Huh?
Isn't that funny? When I say women come on like TikTok and YouTube a bash say how uh, sorry how an ugly man having so much demands and this woman has nothing real on in the video. Makeup, nails, eyelashes, mascara, nothing and this woman a chastisement if say ugly men not supposed to start going like them have standing. But I'm like, but you're wearing an entire different face. But a man is supposed to have no standard. Real man talks, so I say, I hope God give you sons. But now I say that. I hope God give you no sons because this whole daughter thing can mash up on it because then again, you have mothers that are willing to raise their sons to be daughters too. So, yeah, who am I? A good fortune to the black American man them up here. Because we raised by Savior. Single mothers, them inherit their mother's feminine behavior. That in itself is also problematic because we saw the end result of a Jamaican man named feminine feelings. When him and a woman catch up in a marketplace and the man jump couple fence and go for a cutlass and chop the woman in the head. Over an argument, sir. I them go suck out this and him a go there and then she start go there too. But the argument was over a square, a spot on the ground. No reserve sign, no name, no nothing written there. They just dead and he wasn't there for a couple of months and the lady was go there and sell her wares there. Him come back, see I saw clear the first and the woman wasn't having it because again him approach like him won the place. So she and him catch up and she end up run him. And the shame of knowing say a lady stand up to him was too much for him to handle apparently. But then go for a cutlass. Jump fence, come back for a cutlass and cut the woman in the head. And remember, that's Jamaica. I'm in the USA now, where a man will bad drive you and come out and want to beat it on top of it. Them bad drive you, you know. And if you get a time strong for your scare. Yeah. Trying to bust your ass. So, I digress, but I would say this. Kevin Samuels, hell of a man. In a couple of years, even though I won't lie, a good portion of the only downside, well, I said downside, is it's nice to hear something that I've heard, things that I've heard growing up my entire life. So he was just reiterating a lot of stuff that I did know already, but I loved the man's poise. I loved the man's delivery. I did love how the man doing things. You understand me? And society could have bitch, moan, complain, whatever. He was a dose of reality that nobody wanted to hear. This is why I may not feel sorry for people because it's so okay if I'm somebody, make somebody like Derek Jackson give you a feeling biased opinion because him know say, wanna buy him books, wanna buy him audios, wanna buy him this, wanna buy him that. Y'all made this man a millionaire. Y'all made him a millionaire. Y'all made him. Y'all made him.
Where do females who praise this man get off and think they can curse him for being a bad person? Eh? I find that the most ironic thing out of everything. They're the same ones who held him up as the martyr to all men, or he's the one who's going to prove that every man isn't the same. And well, I guess he proved us.
I mean, men rewarding women. Kiss my shirt. Sorry. Men are warning these women that this man is fake. Real men don't think this way. This man is fake. He's telling you a lie. You must set him up for her too. And this man made countless videos at the yard of the woman where he might give him woman born with. Had the audacity to drop a quick video at the yard of the girl who he get the wife born with. Then me hear to social media that's completely exonerate the woman that we must sleep with. Like, it takes two to tango, people. She knew this man had a wife. They knew he had a wife. They were well aware he had a wife. But want what you want. So yeah, the downside of
women do have a tendency to like to take married men anyway. So
yeah, but we're talking about Black Jesus here. We're talking about the great one, Derek Jackson.
Yeah, but again, Bradshaw, you could be descended from the gods themselves. Once you have that thing between your pants, you are liable to do any and everything if your mind suits you. We know this.
I had to tell somebody today while I was at work that I had to inform a girl who was so super holy that the pastor in our church is first and foremost a man. So if every woman on the front seat, the pastor psychologically, remember this man is giving a sermon. I'm a guarantee for every sister look sexy on the front pew. The pastor do a man of disgusting, dirty things to them in him head before him say a word. Everybody look upon the pastor like say the pastor don't have blood run through him vein too, and testosterone. So all of them religious zealousness. If you're not hearing this, y'all need to chill. Maybe the pastor will try beg sex from you, or maybe the but The point is, as a man, he is a man first. He wants sex just as much as the next man. This notion that pastors can't do any wrong. Where have you been these last couple of years? Come on, pastor.
And don't get it twisted. We're not saying that all men do this, but again, stop pretending as if these men in power aren't men. That's why when I heard when Bill Clinton was caught cheating on his wife, though arguably who can blame him, that's another topic. The entire world descended, all Republicans, oh, this is a travesty. I would never be caught doing that. Who the hell would be sleeping with any of you fat bastards anyway? I'm like, what? Like, which great man in power has never made a mistake? We're so quick to condemn men out. Oh, how could you ever do this? Arnold Schwarzenegger, he cheated. Oh, he must be branded a criminal, put to the stake. Huh? What? Tiger Woods. Granted, he ran himself into a block because he never knows him. If he stopped sleeping with so much white woman. Bro. Yo, it's just so laughable. Oh, men of power, they should never make mistakes. But when a woman does it, she should get some form of pass or she's branded a slut. Society, I tell you.
Uphill fight. And it breaks my heart because there's so many people that are looking for the easy way out. I think this is what killed so much people, and this is why Kevin Samuels was not liked. He wasn't giving them a quick fix, easy solution. I'm going to tell them to have to work on themselves, getting at the gym, you have to go into the space with their money there. You have to know what their money want. Everybody wants the same man, so man made it quite clear. So yeah, not just you are compete with him. You're actually competing with the women around him. And that part, I think, give most women the biggest headache. Can't knowledge. Especially in this day and age when there's more women than men. The odds of one man being completely polyamorous. Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
There's more than none nowadays. Nobody don't want no man or him want no relationship no more, just you and me. It's kinda sad now. No? As the tides turn, so do the days of our lives. Aha. Yeah, that was a nice little thing, alright. But fun and joke aside, people. And I say this, Kevin Samuels may be gone, but his message will last on. And I know for some of you who hate him because you think what he said was to hurt you, seriously, get out of your own feelings. Put yourself where he is seeing you.
And that is the entire problem. They can't put themselves in a film shoes to see where I come from.
Because it requires them to think. It requires them to acknowledge that there's a chance what they've learned is wrong. And that is a hard pill to swallow. But I wish them well because life doesn't stop for anybody. Life is going to move on, and if you're left behind, guess what? You're going to be left there to die there. By the way, people, I used to hear Kevin Samuels today. Oh, you're gonna die alone. Enough man know they're gonna die alone. Enough men. Crap. I'm never gonna die alone. And you know the wickedest thing is? A lot of men have made peace with that. I don't want them to make peace with that, so they're gonna get told and dead alone.
The thing is, not everybody is going to be married.
True.
Because if that was the case, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure Earth will be very overpopulated if it isn't already.
Nah,
And and nothing is wrong with that. Like everybody wants to have kids, but not everybody is going to get them.
true.
Everybody wants to find the love of their life, the soulmate, live like it's a fairy tale and dash off into the sunset like there's no tomorrow. And truthfully, we all want that, but that shit just doesn't exist for most of it. And most times, when you really think about it, you kind of just make peace with it because what else are you going to do? Mope about it and cry? Sure, cry for a second, but move on. Live
But
your life. The world is there to be explored. If you manage to find someone that you can spend your life with, fine. But it's perpetual notion where you must have it. And then you wonder why there's so much screwed up kids in the world, why so much screwed up people in a life.
Sir, I watched a video where Kevin Samuel had a 27-year-old, a 37-year-old, and a 24-year-old. And to be honest with you, if you never say it, I will say it in my head. My God, the 37-year-old and the 24-year-old, and all of them sound so young. I say it to you, say, if it was supposed to cover the display where nobody can see them face, just listen to how them talk. You'd have swear 3 teenage them I talk to. And that's true. I did it. I was like, wow. No. The woman only have nothing but negative things to say. Nothing positive. That's also another thing we realize. Ladies, let's be real here. And I like say, good man done pan no. No fun never want him. And the sooner I say that to myself, the sooner when we come into realization, say, yeah, you know, I probably have to get one now. But to sit back and pretend like, so, no good man never come to me. Well, because I don't believe me.
What a lie. What a lie.
That was a lie. Are you kidding me? I say, yo, I've met girls who had engineers, doctors, lawyers talk to them. When them young and sexy and them hot and them are going and the man I try lock them down from them early. Most of them say, yo, them too young for that. Yes, people believe it or not. Enough women growing up, I've heard that out of their mouth. But enough tell me this. But no woman will say, what? Me too young. Me too young for that right now. You know, another marriage thing, like a whole people thing. Yes, and some people still already have that notion. The marriage is an old people game when you're done. Live your life and fix down the place and do as you feel and live life and no consequences. No consequences. Then when reality finally sets in, we never get no good man. Up here crosses my back up, you know. No fear, it don't fear. In case myself, them will always hate Kevin Samuel. Kevin Samuel
That's
said
fine.
something.
That's fine. I mean,
I know.
no one came on this earth to be liked by everyone. It's just that
Sure.
if the hate was somewhat educational, I'd understand, but because it's nonsensical hate, I'll never understand.
No man, the dog always find a way to make the drawn out dumb call them something to learn from. This notion, so people, you know, bit. Yeah, eventually. So, but yeah. Sorry about that. But yeah, this notion is crazy to me. You have a bunch of grown people, let me say, bunch of grown people acting like grown children, not adults, children. I'm not gonna stop saying that and who vex if you want vex, bust if you want bust. Enough people, enough people talk like they're still in high school. Enough people talk like them still in a primary school. For those that don't understand what that means. Enough people just don't want to grow up. Man and woman. You have man still attack like them at them 7th grade or 8th grade or 9th grade year of high school this. You understand me? Man who should be tired thinking more like that's the next thing too. I believe when a man reach a certain age, a man will stop dress a certain way. You understand? It comes with the age, yo. And then the young man, them a watch the old man, them a behave like them a young little boy. So you think the young man who will get older, I look on him Romagle and say, well, if Uncle Carl, who's in his 50s,
for one thing, so this is why man never did that in 30s, 40s, I wear some tight pants. Oh yeah, I don't have a problem if a man not taking the pants on. But you see when I say that shit I drop underneath your waist, I am instantly going to think you're a batty man. No hose bar, I don't care who want Bex. What's this so hard in just wearing a damn pants for your waist?
A belt.
Yeah,
So hard,
you know the worst thing? When I tell these idiots to wear suits, like who the hell expects for you to wear some $10,000, $14,000 suit every freaking day? Like what? Bro, if you even have a sweatpants so you can beat with some shoes and look half decent, that's fine. This bag of suck on pants, suck on clothes, who can say, yo, you have a beer got the size of Mount Everest in front of you. Yo, bro.
Sir, I made a vow to my wife to understand this. You say, as long as Angela in there in under our roof, any male friend who come to say study or whatever and him pants on it, man, him can come in my house. I don't care who he is. I mean that shit. Behave like a goddamn man. First image last, crying out loud. What the hell did y'all expect was going to happen? Be comfortable with your answer. Mark, you know, she can still go on road and still do that man like that. Fine. No problem with that. But as it relates to my household, my abode, my domain, quick as you lose the interest, lose my interest. Come with your pants and drop off your ass. I may see your drawers. I don't know why the hell we need to see a yellow SpongeBob underwear. Come on, yo. Come on, yo. You're going to meet our father. It's called, yo, back in the day, when a man try to look at a man daughter, you know, I'm going to put him best foot first. I'm not talking about marriage. Just to can get amongst her. It used to be a death sentence because the father don't know the man there. They might come to him. But enough that you have enough decency let me know you. So when them do see her and you out in public, that's the next lesson I believe everybody needs to understand. Do not teach young girls it's okay to be in compromising situations. Because just like how everybody say you don't know, see them way. You don't know. You know, girls go on a man yard to just have sex with her boyfriend. And by the time the evening done, she gone through like 5 different men. You understand me? So boyfriend make sure take film piece first. And say soon come on the man and run him pan her and pay about this. And just fake like them lick him down. Yeah. And the man stay from outside the man suck out the girl. You heard me? So I want to see there. Those and men, same thing applies. Don't put yourself in a compromising situation with just you and this lady, this young girl alone, especially if you don't know her intentions. Be careful, gentlemen. All a girl probably so under if they're in the room and she start freak out. Stop hitting me! Start screaming. Oh, hell no. No, sir. And believe me, I know it sounds like, oh, that's an extreme. You have to think that way when it comes to this country. People sue people over shit. There's a man who went to court because a pizza delivery guy it owe him a couple cents, or like say $3. And when the judge said, hold on, just to file the motion to sue him is like $24. This is like $24. So you're suing this guy for $3, but it costs you 20 something dollars just to apply for the for the for the lawsuit. And I said, sir, what sense does that make? And during the hearing, the man say, oh, how many what do you have in your pocket? The man dip and draw some money, and the man say, oh, give a man $3 so and so. It's not hard for us to make it quit. Judge was like, wow.
Which court cases?
Oh, I think this happened in court years ago, where there was this delivery guy that did owe this man like dollar something or $2 something, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know what happened, but you wouldn't give it same time, so the old man was adamant he want him money. So he sued the guy. But then when the judge did the math and said, but sir, this don't make no sense. You're suing a man for how much? But just to get your case here, it costs you like $24. Sir, you're losing money to get $3 back. What I mean? How does that make sense, sir? Yes, the man asked me, sir, how does that make sense? And says the principle. Wow. You said judge said wow. Principle.
Bro, there's a difference between principle and stupidity.
Thank you very much.
There's a difference between principle and yo, you see, if it was a briefcase of expensive items that cost $3 each, you stack it up and you realize this all cost about $1 million. Okay, you have a case.
Oh, yeah.
But
let me say, when the judge realized
$3 million you can probably find as loose change on the smallest city. And in America, I realize that is a very prevalent thing because people seem to find money in that country like say, oh, it's nothing at all.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, this is society. Weird shit happens all the time. Mm-hmm. And stupid shit. And we're here for it, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
And as much as I detract a lot of things in society, I do still have hope for the human race. I think everyone does.
I still do.
I mean, I was watching this video the other day.
Mm-hmm.
We're bridging them. Cause them just energetic for no reason. And you know the Macarena dance, you know that shit that was just lit for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
Just see man them a dance to it, and just I see everybody does a go to it and dance. The man just take random people at a time. Cause the park with it. And the whole of just sit down there and the man just start play upon a speaker. Everybody in the park just join in for no reason at all. I'm look on it and I say, yo, you know, say, despite all the bad things that happens to all of us, little things that just give a little bit of hope, say, yo, we can come out of this unnecessary strife that we're in. It's all of our own making.
And that's what alone. It's also somewhat engineered.
True.
And I try to explain this to people. So you feel no way. You believe the law, the government has their best interest at heart. Like we're going to the US, you literally have forces going on to them way to try to stop black man and black woman to come together the right way. To finally heal and repair the families that were broken. Kevin Samuels was on a mission. I tell you, by the end of the year, if he did live that long, I tell you, it would have been epic. I say, go, Majana. Wish you well. I hope heaven, wherever you are, you can rest now.
I feel that despite his work that wasn't finished, I think he needed to at least step back. So that same gone still, but I felt his message just wasn't. It was going through, but I felt that it was just the men that was getting his message. I feel within a year or two, or probably even 3 years time, we'll probably get a female Kevin Samuels. Not to the extent we're overly harsh, because we all know women like to sugarcoat. But I think that one woman has step out among the rest for just call them up and all everything. That's just my belief, that is. Because I refuse to believe that all women just engineer to think the same nonsensical way. I refuse to believe that. Maybe that's naive of me, but that's just me to be honest.
A little. I mean, it's coming from a good place, but you know, it's coming from a good place, sir. So you're forgiven. But listen, this God don't love ugly. And for everybody who is still cherishing the fact that quote unquote, you know, me and thought nice side gone. You know, it has it branched out and have a lot of branches, a lot more thorns all over now. Certain spaces won't be open to be scrutinized just so. Hmm?
Yeah, but again, people are too drawn to hearing what people think in society. Why criticism and disappointment is looked down and is beyond me. If you're praised for every good action you take, what's when something bad does happen to you, are you just going to crumble? Just a message from me personally, but I think we are at a good place to probably close this off. We need to be better. This isn't even just a black thing, it's more like a society, the world thing. We need to be better. We have our problems, we have our strife. Everything exists, racism, colonialism, even financialism, if you go that far. Because, of course, rich will always look down on the poor. But if you think about it, we're all the same kind of person because we all have the same wants. We all have the same needs to an extent. If we truly look into ourselves and stop blaming others for where we are at, we'd be better off. Because no one is stopping you from creating your own empire. No one is stopping you from creating what you want. Nobody stops me from doing any of my extracurricular activities, book writing, video editing. I have times where I could have said, hey, maybe I can do this thing full time. Why I haven't? There's certain things you need in place first before you take that big leap. I'm all for this big leap of faith, but I'm not into no big leap of faith with no money backing. We all know that shit needs some money. But when I hear people hinder themselves and say, oh, they don't think they can do it, then why bother think of it at all? I say all that to say this. Keep your dreams alive. Don't limit yourself. And more importantly, love one another. Because there's enough hate in this world to go around for a decade, for more than a couple centuries. Trust me on that. And that shit gets tired real fast. My uncle got shot for no reason, and that man battled through and is still breathing right now. Barely know this man, and I still felt it to my core. So, like the heading of this video says, you never know when it's your time. Don't love someone when they're gone. Love them while they're still alive and breathing. And I think that's it from me. Any ending quotes from you, Bradshaw? I suppose that would be it. So with that said, ladies and gents, short episode this week, but not much else we have to cover right now. We hope you stay safe, keep the good fight going, and keep a lookout for our episodes. Again, I have not posted last week's episode because, again, my time schedule is just so shitty. But do like, share, and subscribe. Keep hitting that notification bell, and we'll see you on the next episode.